We have the 2015 Ford Fusion. We're doing rear brakes and rotors today. As you can see, we already have the vehicle jacked up, tires off. You know, we have everything all right here. The rotor has this nice little lip on it. Aside from this little lip, the other side is grinding, so you'll see damage to the rotor on the other side. But we're just going to video this one side because all the procedures are the same. These are disc brakes on the vehicle on the rear. So basically, we're going to start off by taking some of these bushings off that cover up some of the stuff, and then there's going to be a hex nut on these that we're going to have to use a hex nut, obviously hex nut tool to take off. We're going to press the caliper in, but it's not a press, it's going to be a spin. So there's a tool that you're going to have to use to spin it down. So make sure that you're aware of that. Don't push it, you will break it. But we're going to head and start off with getting these pieces off here. Note how these all go in. And now we're also going to detach any of these lines that we have to get things to move around. We're going to hang this up from the top with our brake hanger, and we're just going to go ahead and start taking some things off. So I went ahead, got what's on this side started. As you can see, it's turning right out. Once this comes out, we're going to do the top one. Once we get that top one off, we'll get our caliper hung up. So let's go ahead and get two hands for this. So we're going to note this one was towards the car, so on this side of the caliper. This one is facing this side of the caliper. See here, it's going to be a twist dial on it, so we're going to go ahead and get our kit out, find the one that matches. It should be something like this, a little bit bigger, but we're going to find the one that matches, and when we do that, that's going to make it to where this is able to spin, and it's not pressed in, it's spun in. So we're going to go ahead and find that as a keeper. And basically, it's going to be this here. We had a really bad storm in my area of my tools. The house got flooded out, so some things are a little bit rusty until I get them all fixed up a little bit. So don't mind my rusty looking tools right now. Goes over like so. We have that one already on, so we're gonna get this hanger set. So basically, you're gonna have it set up like this. Little stones are gonna be set into their little place, and then you're just going to turn this, and should go down like so. As you can see, it's going down slowly. So we're going to do that until it goes all the way pushed down. And as soon as we finish that, we're going to take off this right here for the brake caliper bracket, mounting bracket for that. We're going to remove that, the 2 bolts on the back. Those 2 bolts are going to come off, and that makes it to where we're able to get this rotor off. So now we got these 2 bolts back here started. So they just keep going down like this, get it loosened. And then on top of that, you can see that I got the piston twisted all the way down. Twist clockwise to get it to go back. You just push it down all the way. That way when you put the new pads on, the new pads can fit. And it's not a big problem. But this one should be this bolt. And we're going to do this last bolt up here. And then that'll be the bracket. So we're going to go ahead and get this taken off. Go from there. So basically, we're just going to turn this and give it a couple smacks. And you'll see it starts to break free. Just like that. Voila. We're going to sand this down a little bit, get some of this rust off, and then we're going to put the new one on. Here is our new rotor for the rear brakes. We're going to go ahead, got some brake cleaner. I'm going to clean up my hands a little bit so they're not as dirty and greasy and filthy when I touch this thing. We're going to try to refrain from touching the surfaces of it, but we're going to get it cleaned up, mounted, wiped off one more time, and then we'll put back together everything the same way. So that is mounting bracket. This will get set as we put on the wheel and the caliper and everything. So let's just go ahead and get started with the cleaning of this surface again. So we're going to clean it one more time, and then we're going to put our brake pads on, close this thing up. So I went ahead and greased this sides and then a little bit on the piston front. And areas that make contact, so hopefully this will help keep everything quiet, keep the noise down. We're going to get this set up in place with our bolts positioned right, get it started to be bolted down, and then we're going to get our little clip put back in there, same way we took it out. This just gets set just like that, right in top. And then now we're just going to bolt these back down. Once these all get bolted back down, we'll put the tire back on. And that is how you do your brakes and rotors on the rear of a 2015 Ford Fusion. If you guys like this video, please like it, subscribe, follow for more content.